Over 1.95 billion people, nearly a quarter of the world's population, live here, the Indian subcontinent. It includes India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Nepal, Bhutan, Sri Lanka, and the Maldives. Some of the most crowded, diverse, and ancient civilizations on Earth. Yet despite their rich history and cultural legacy, most of these countries remain economically poor. In India, the average income per person is approximately $2,880. In Pakistan, it drops to around $1,700. Nepal stands at roughly $1,460, while Bangladesh has a per capita income of around $2,650, slightly lower than India's. Sri Lanka, once seen as a model of growth, is still recovering from a severe economic crisis, with a per capita income near $4,516. Bhutan, though small and landlocked, performs modestly better, reaching around $4,300 per person. And then there's the Maldives, the regional outlier with a per capita income exceeding $18,600, driven largely by luxury tourism and a small population base. But even the Maldives faces serious vulnerabilities, including overdependence on tourism, rising foreign debt, and the existential threat of climate change. To put things into perspective, South Korea now boasts a per capita income of over $34,640, despite starting at a similar economic level to India and Pakistan in the 1950s. Even China, which once lagged behind India economically, has now overtaken it, boasting a per capita income of over $13,690. So the question remains, why is the Indian subcontinent still poor? While poverty now stretches across much of the region, the Indian subcontinent was once a global center of wealth and prosperity. Over 2,300 years ago, during the Mauryan Empire, India is believed to have contributed over 30% of the world's GDP, making it the largest economy on the planet at the time. Centuries later, under the Mughal Empire, the region still accounted for around 23% of global GDP. But that prosperity didn't last. From 1765 to 1900, colonial Britain systematically drained wealth from the region. According to Oxfam International's report, the UK extracted an estimated $64.82 trillion from India during that period. After independence, the region didn't recover overnight. Instead, it was thrown into chaos. The partition of India and Pakistan in 1947 resulted in one of the largest mass migrations in human history. Over 10 million people were displaced and hundreds of thousands lost their lives. Economies collapsed overnight. In 1971, Pakistan split again, giving birth to Bangladesh through a brutal war. Sri Lanka was torn by a decades-long civil war. Nepal went from monarchy to insurgency to fragile democracy. Bhutan, while peaceful, remained isolated from the world. While other countries were building factories and investing in education, much of South Asia was just trying to survive. Even where there was stability, economic choices held countries back. India followed a socialist-style planned economy for decades, restricting trade and discouraging private enterprise. Pakistan relied heavily on foreign aid and debt rather than building domestic industries. Sri Lanka overspent on infrastructure with borrowed money and paid the price with a full-blown debt crisis. Only in the 1990s did India liberalize its economy. Bangladesh has grown quickly in recent years, mainly because of its garment industry, while Bhutan has focused on selling hydropower to its neighbors. The Maldives has done well with luxury tourism, but that success is rare in the region. One big problem across the region is corruption and weak government systems. Starting a business can take too long and require bribes. Money meant for schools or hospitals often doesn't reach the people. Many leaders focus more on winning votes than planning for the future. This makes it harder for businesses to grow and for the economy to move forward. The subcontinent is one of the most crowded regions on Earth, and such a large population needs big investments in things like education, healthcare, clean water, and employment. But in many places, these basic services are either not enough or missing altogether. In villages, many children drop out of school early. In cities, hospitals are too crowded and don't have enough resources. And a large number of young people can't find jobs, even if they're educated. Over half of the subcontinent's population still lives in rural areas, where most people depend on farming to survive. But farming often doesn't provide a stable income. Land is small, tools are outdated, weather patterns are unreliable, and crop prices remain low. As a result, many move to cities in search of a better future. But instead of finding good jobs, many end up in overcrowded slums, facing poverty in a new form. Even though the countries of South Asia share a lot of history and culture, they don't work well together today. India and Pakistan barely do any trade. Sach, the South Asian Association for Regional Cooperation, the group meant to bring these countries together, is mostly inactive. Political tensions and old rivalries stop progress. In comparison, Europe used to fight wars, but now trades freely, and poor countries there have become richer through cooperation. South Asia has missed that chance, at least so far. While the world opened up to trade and new ideas, South Asia stayed cautious. Countries in East Asia built strong export economies, factories, and schools. South Asia struggled with conflicts, slow reforms, and fear of global markets. The result? The world moved ahead, and the subcontinent fell behind. But the story isn't over yet. India is now the fourth largest economy and a growing tech hub. Bangladesh is a major player in global clothing exports. Bhutan scores high on human development. The region has the people, the history, and the potential. But turning that into lasting progress will take strong choices. To move forward, the subcontinent must fight corruption and improve systems, invest in education, healthcare, and infrastructure, promote trade and regional cooperation. Poverty isn't just fate, it's shaped by decisions, and better decisions can lead to change.